Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses have their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 3rd down, Carson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Here now, Roberts. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bills 21, Seahawks 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll run on first down. Carson.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's second.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Singletary. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Allen throwing complete to Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's bring it, let's bring it. Switch it, come on, switch it.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen's throw is complete and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen escaping. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it with Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And his As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. Wilson. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Demontre Moore. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Bills on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check back 27. Check back 27. Get ready. Get ready.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 20. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Bill.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to go down again. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Josh Norman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He hits Beasley right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. So Allen's going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the post...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Bills 36, Seahawks 24.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And that